Mrs. Navalnaya, both laboratories found the same thing: poison.
I'm not surprised. That's why I had it tested twice.
You must be careful. If you expose this, Moscow won't forgive.
They already took my husband. What more can they take?
Navalnaya claims proof of poisoning. How the hell did she get the evidence?
Contain this. Must not be spread.
Understood. If she points higher, we are finished.
Welcome to PastCast, where politics meets history with a twist of satire. If you enjoy our take, hit like and subscribe so you never miss the next story. Okay, let's zoom out. Who was Alexei Navalny, and why did he scare the Kremlin? Born in 1976, law degree from Moscow, fellowship at Yale. A lawyer who swapped courtrooms for YouTube, exposing palaces, yachts, and golden toilets of Russia's elite. Where the Kremlin relied on authority, Navalny relied on memes. And in Russia, memes spread faster than the protests they tried to contain. Navalny wasn't just an annoying blogger. He built a real political movement. He ran for mayor, tried for president, and polls showed he had support. Not enough to win tomorrow, but enough to show Russians that opposition was possible. For the Kremlin, that was the problem. Navalny represented choice. And in any tightly controlled system, choice can feel dangerous. So in 2020, Navalny drinks a cup of tea on a plane and, surprise, collapses. Russian doctors said, indigestion. German doctors said, Novichok, a Soviet nerve agent banned by international law. Navalny survives, recovers in Berlin. He could have stayed abroad, safe, but he chose to return to Moscow in 2021. Why? Because in exile, your voice fades. Inside Russia, even from prison, he knew he'd be louder. The welcome committee at the airport? Handcuffs. Navalny's suspended sentence was flipped into real jail time. Then came more trials: fraud, contempt, extremism. By 2023, he was staring at more than 30 years in prison. Effectively, a life sentence. But even behind bars, he was dangerous. His lawyers smuggled out letters. His team kept publishing investigations. He still spoke to millions. That's why some think prison wasn't enough. To silence him completely, only death would do. Fast forward to February 2024. Navalny dies suddenly in the Arctic polar wolf colony. Official cause: sudden illness. Now, in 2025, his widow Yulia says 2 labs confirmed poisoning. She's ready to go public. But here's the twist. What if she's wrong? What if Navalny really did die of natural causes, and she's framing the Kremlin out of grief or politics? That's what Moscow insists. But history makes that story hard to swallow. In Russia, journalists slip in elevators, critics drink radioactive tea, and opposition leaders get shot within walking distance of the Kremlin. Nature plays a role, usually in the cover story. Yulia Navalnaya isn't just a grieving widow. For years, she stood beside Alexei, helping organize, supporting his campaigns, and enduring the same risks. She avoided the spotlight, but she was always part of the fight. Now, with Alexei gone, she's no longer in the background. She's at the center of Russia's opposition. Some even say she's more dangerous than Alexei himself, because she has nothing left to lose, and she's demanding answers from a system built on silence. So here we are. 2 labs say poisoning. The Kremlin says lies. One widow says she has proof. Was Alexei Navalny murdered in prison? Or was it just the cold hand of nature? In Russia, the truth always comes with a health warning. And sometimes, the most dangerous thing isn't poison. It's asking the wrong question out loud. Thank you for watching PastCast, where the past echoes through today. If you enjoyed the satire, scrolls, and scandals, like, subscribe, and ring the bell before the next empire falls.